Hi friends, this is Angelique Wiley, and our topic that we're going to talk about today is housekeeping and cleanliness at the workplace. So whether you own your own business or you work for a company, cleanliness and housekeeping is so important, and I'm going to go over some of those factors and reasons why it's so important to be and have a good cleanly attitude. First of all, organization of your workspace. Whether you work in an office or you work in a factory or a distribution center or a hospital or a retail shop, organization is important. Obviously, it improves productivity. It helps you be able to find things or paperwork or inventory easier and faster. Instead of taking 10-15 minutes to find something just to get a project or a task done, it is important to have organization, especially if somebody like a fellow coworker or a boss comes up to you and says, hey, I need that report from blah blah blah. You're able to find it easily and quickly, and that goes for your email as well, keeping that organized and your computer space organized as well to be able to find files quickly when a coworker or a boss asks you for them. Obviously, you've got your control over your inventory and your tools. If you always know where things are, and there always is a place for your tools and your inventory, everybody can easily find them, and then things don't go missing as easily too. I mean, people have things that go missing in the workplace and they automatically think that there's theft. If you can find things, or everything has a place for itself, it's easier for everybody in the building to find those items. Obviously, you think about the care and the respect portion of cleanliness in your workspace. It means you respect your workplace, you respect your business, and you have a care, and you care about your business, and you care about what you do for your business. If you keep your area, your workspace clean, that shows that you respect it and you care for it just as well. Um, then there's the portion of illness and disease. I mean, if you are keeping a very dirty workplace, illness and disease spreads a lot easier through dust and dirt than if it was clean. One of the major places to actually get sick is where there's other people and where other people are touching things. And schools and grocery stores and churches and workplaces are where you pick up these diseases and sicknesses. So if you keep your workspace very clean and you wipe it down on a day-to-day basis, you have less chance of contracting and picking up those illnesses and bringing them home with you. Um, Obviously, there is in hospitals, you think about the epidemiology departments, and kind of what epidemiology is, it's the control of diseases or the spread of diseases within the hospital. And you want to make sure that you aren't taking those diseases and giving them to others. So let's say you have a warehouse or a distribution center, and all of the boxes throughout all of your inventory are very dirty and dusty. You then take those boxes and you ship them out to a customer. You just possibly shipped them a disease or an illness. And I know that hospitals are very good with their epidemiology departments in kind of controlling some of that. They do inspections and they do audits, and they'll go out to their vendors that ship to them and do inspections and audits as well to make sure that that cleanliness isn't being shipped to their hospitals. So also, you think of the safety and the accidents and injuries that are caused by cleanliness. If you have a lot of clutter in your office area, you're able to trip and cause injury to yourself or others. If you have hallways and there's stuff stacked up against the walls in the hallways, you're more prone to safety and accident issues and injuries. OSHA and other regulatory bodies are always looking when they do inspections for cleanliness, and how does the work area look, and how is the clutter in the work area. So that's really an important thing as well. Think about toxic chemical storage and hazmat, and your restroom sanitation and your kitchen area. Chemicals, do you have chemicals just sitting out in your workspace that could be spilled, and then you have obviously a hazard to all the employees in the area? Are you eating food at your desk and not cleaning it up? Do you have rotting food sitting in your wastebasket at your desk? Even just things like perfume that you wear and maybe others are allergic to it. Just the sensitivity of smells and things going on in the workplace. There's so much to think about. And how are you doing your part to make sure that everything stays clean and you have good, safe smells and there's good safety and easy workflow, at your workspace? How are you contributing to that? When there's tours being done or there's visitors in your building, if they were to walk by your workspace, what would the perspective be? Or would you be proud of your workspace? Would you be proud to show it off? Or would you be hiding behind boxes because you wouldn't want anybody to see how dirty and terrible it looks? We talked about control of inventory and your tools. You have also your ease of your workflow. It's easier to find things. We talked about it's faster to get projects done, but in improving productivity, but it also improves morale. If you have a staff of people and they are working in a cleanly environment, they are more apt to want to come to work. It's nice and clean. It's a great environment to work at, and so it improves morale. You also have cheaper janitorial costs. Think about it. Return on investment, savings. And a lot of people say, I don't want to spend the money up front to clean because it's too costly. Well, it's too costly to have to fix it later. Think of the fines that you could get if you shipped something super dirty and a customer complained to OSHA or the FDA or the EPA or somebody. Your cost of your fines later could be more devastating than to take care of it today. So how do you manage this? Obviously, you need to have a good housekeeping plan or program at your workplace. You have to be able to manage it. You have to have training. You have to have costs associated to training. You should have some kind of charts for assignments. Assign employees to do day-to-day work. Maybe the last 15 minutes of every shift, they clean something and everybody's assigned to an area or their own workplace or their own workspace. Have some accountability behind it. Have the employee review based on it. Measure it, audit it, inspect it. Doing weekly walkthroughs as a boss and inspecting areas. That's a good thing because when you have a tour where the big bosses come and they take a look at everything, they want to see your accountability as well as a manager. And obviously, if you have waste, have a good waste disposal program. Try to research companies in the area that take away hazardous wastes and cleaning supplies and things like that, and they dispose of it properly to OSHA guidelines. You don't want to just put that stuff in a dumpster so someone else has to deal with it. It's not a good thing. So I walked through just so much information just now in the video. Lots of different things to think about for your good housekeeping program. But in the end, the respect that you will have as a business and the respect you'll have from your employees of how how clean your areas are just goes a long way, and you will impress your customers as well. So go out there, make sure your place is clean, and get it done. Have a great day.